Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River, where paradise lays? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away.
I think that the first thing that people need to know to conserve a plant is to know the conservation status, right? So to know the plant. So you can't save anything that you don't know that it's in need of being saved. So first of all, people need to realize what are the plants that are threatened. So a lot of the different plants here in Pennsylvania, the main reason that they become endangered or threatened is because of habitat loss. So people destroying the habitat or changing the habitat in some form.
We are seeing that Pennsylvania is becoming more developed. The area that I live in is kind of like in between Harrisburg and York, and I can see a lot more development coming up, and that is going to lead to more things becoming endangered just because there's less room for them to be.
Going and maybe putting a local small shopping center or development and destroying the habitat, or maybe because they are getting lumber, or because they're changing the way forests used to be.
I think the mass development and they have those pop-up neighborhoods, pop-up in quote neighborhoods that go up and within a couple of months and they completely destroy the terrain. And then again, most of those areas are farmland, so there wasn't much growing there, but that still takes away from all the life that was feeding on those crops.
So endangered plants, just like a lot of native plants, they represent a level in the food web. So endangered plants provide food often for other rare or uncommon animals.
So there might be an ant, or it might be a bird, or there might be some organism that feeds on that plant and needs that plant. And when we destroy that habitat, then we're not only destroying that particular species, but we are losing that balance in a particular ecosystem.
It makes me feel kind of like existentially sad, because it makes me feel like why do we have the right to make the species no longer exist?
I was born in PA up in Philadelphia, and so this is my home, and when I hear of things going extinct like in your home, it's a little tragic, because it's somewhat your own doing.
That's sad. That's sad that we don't know sometimes what we lost. Our kids or our grandkids are not going to be able to see some of these plants, just like the same with animals, any organism, right? So I think we have the duty to protect our biodiversity. Pennsylvania is very rich in biodiversity, and we need to keep protecting those plants.
I think that as an average York County, as most folk have around here that have somewhat of land, I think that they can try and use their land to promote the wildlife. They should start growing in their backyard, planting as many trees, not bunching them together, but spacing them out so they can grow, and putting in bushes and fruits and growing small gardens. You can make a trough real easily and grow a small garden, and just a small plot of land, even a brick patio, you can grow a garden in. And just that little bit of sustainment, you're doing something. It's not much, but you're doing something, and people then who come to your home, they can see you're doing that, and they might inspire them to do something similar.
Pennsylvania is fortunate enough that it has a lot of wild areas that are being conserved, and more and more are being bought to be able to conserve plants. However, there's also growth in our population, and a lot of people are coming to Pennsylvania, and so there's a change of habitats, or there's habitat loss. So I think that it is important to have people know that we need to protect our forests, and we need to protect our parks, and be part of conserving nature.
I want my kids to have the kind of life where they can explore by themselves and not need to be scared of other threats from humans. And you can survive in the natural world, but when you have nowhere to run, nowhere to see, and you're just brick by brick, yard by yard, and your yard's not even that large, it's hard for your kids to experience what it's like to be an actual human. And I want my kids to know what it's like to be a human.
He's the nicest thing I've seen. Well, together we're gonna wait around and die. Yeah, together we're gonna wait around